Okay. Jack here. Okay, so getting Jack to stand up, let's have a quick look at him. So I'm going to get you to turn your thumb out on this one and raise your arm for me as high as you can. High as you can. Okay, so somewhat limited on that side, and the same thing on this side. Okay, perhaps even worse on that side. So we have limited range of motion. Okay, with this hand here, I'm going to get you to touch here. And turn the thumb out and raise the arm up for me as high as you can. You can do that immediately. Pop that down for me. So what that tells me is that when we go into abduction, some very interesting things need to happen. The first thing that needs to happen is the humeral head has to depress in order to allow space in for the greater tuberosity to come around. And then the second thing that happens is really interesting with regard to the collarbone. There needs to be rotation of the collarbone. The problem Jack has is inability to rotate the sternoclavicular joint here. If he touches this here, he brings awareness, touch here, he brings awareness to his brain, and he is able to then rotate the collarbone, and the arm is able to come up easily. And so from a PDTR lens, what we would want to do is if I rub this area, he can do it immediately. So that tells me where the problem is. Now I just need to identify what the dysfunctional information is. And there's 16 different types: hot, cold, vibration, crude touch, slap, even sound or looking at it, or the emotion associated with it. But in this case, because this is such a vital structure, the only joint in the body that attaches your arm in some sense to you, it's very often just stretch information. So if I stretch the ligament here and create a reflex, because remember, strength and flexibility is given by permission of the nervous system. If I ask him to do it again, he has complete normal range of motion. The problem is that if he stretches it frequently, just by moving all day, then it comes back again. So you'd have to learn in PDTR how to correct that, because I might be able to use my normal pin and stretch. So I'm pinning pec minor here, and I'm stretching him up here. I might pin and stretch the lat dorsi and stretch that here, and I might be able to do that sufficiently that he does regain full range of motion. But if he does it several times, go up and down, it almost immediately comes back again. And that's because this is just a distraction, whereas this is normalizing the information that's the problem. If we look at another, I'll leave that one there just as a standalone one.
Would you like to learn more about PDTR? Would you like to be able to do what Steven does? Sign up for one of our courses here in this link.